series by artist Jay Lee.
Nice. J-A-E, yeah. Inhumans?
Yeah, he did the Inhumans and
Nice.
the most recent Batman Superman story art.
You can hear? Okay, hey, I already started it.
Oh, no, I haven't.
In the pocket.
And we're recording.
Bringing that rice out, buddy.
My volume, I don't want to hear myself. Hey, did you tweet out that link, Randall?
No.
I need to.
Yeah, can y'all Facebook it and tweet it?
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy.
Definitely.
Nice. Okay.
On it.
Let me go get on it. Can I keep your conversation going, by the way?
Got to do it for the vine.
Oh, are you talking to Lauren?
Whoa. No, you're talking to Lauren.
Yeah, but did you add message?
I'm adding into the conversation with Lauren.
Laura wanted me to call her about clearing the brush.
Ooh.
Well, you go do whatever
Saucy.
you want. I'm just going to say random things on
And,
Twitter.
well, because remember, Lauren works in that spa, and she does that stuff all day.
Well, you know, like I said, do whatever you want.
No, we didn't know if it was safe for pregnant women to clear
Who?
the...
Whose Twitter link? Whose Twitter do I need to go to? All right.
What is
What?
happening?
Is he talking to us?
I don't know.
No, just copy the link and then put it on your profile. Put it on your tweet it out.
Doing it, so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
scared.
Hey, Jeremy,
No,
you gonna...
just from the Gmail. Just that link from the Gmail.
Okay.
The YouTube link.
This is going to go great.
Jeremy, you gonna bless us with the opener?
Do we have a hold on. Damn, let me get these links out. Sorry.
Okay, well now we have a viewer, so someone's watching, obviously.
I feel bad for that guy.
There's.
Man, Jesse, where you been, man?
Here and there.
I guess before we actually play the
What?
title.
Why is my voice coming in so late?
Huh?
Who's this?
It sounds like Matt. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how hard it is just to repost a link.
I put them
We're
both
working
up.
on it.
We're good.
It appears to be very difficult, though.
This will be
they're
a fun
having-
night, fellas.
It's gonna be
They're
fun.
gonna
Hey,
go great.
Of our two comedians, do we got any like one-liner jokes?
I can read some of my tweets.
I thought you were just going to say, do we have any jokes, period?
No.
This podcast is a joke.
My life.
And that's Empty Rant, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Shut up.
That's illegal what you guys do!
And now, another Empty Rant with
Tony.
Uncle Jesse.
Jeremy. And Miguel.
So I don't know what happened. Tony's maybe he'll never come back. I don't know what happened to that guy.
No,
He's not still homeless, is he?
No, he moved in with his cousin, and he's living with
Conversations from the
and he's had enough. I guess he feels like he doesn't have to come back. So whatever.
horrible delay in my
So,
Hey, you know what? You know what? God bless him. God bless him.
So I'm here in Austin, Texas right now. Came over here. I'm going to a trading online seminar tomorrow. So decided to come out here.
Like eBay or Craigslist?
No, it's like stock trading.
Yeah, he's not going for a class on how to get killed via the internet.
Yeah. But no, I'm here with my good friends Jake and Angela, and we're doing this at their house. And Angela's sister's child, I think, is the one that you hear right now. And then you have
There
Laura.
are more than one children?
Yeah, there's like 5 kids here. It probably sounds like 5 kids. Because there's Laura too. Did I? Maybe not. Okay, so like we're on episode 26. That's where we're at right now with this lovely thing. We've got a full panel today. I feel like, not that it's a problem, but I feel like Matt's taking the spot of Tony, which seems to be convenient.
All right.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
don't we all?
The mic is
Can we just can you like develop a soundboard and then we'll just have him be the Tony?
yeah, I can
Yeah.
do a whole second one that's just of Tony. Yeah,
Don't we all?
because that's the only one I have from him.
Yeah. Just
Oh.
have him record some noises and then we can just play them every time it seems Tony appropriate.
I just got to go back through all the old episodes and bring them back.
Drop that Tony drop, son.
Drop
There's
the.
my
Well, don't we all?
Tony laugh. Now yeah.
So I didn't really have lined up. What did I talk about? Oh, I had that I wanted to talk about asbestos because last week I was at this seminar, and we were talking about asbestos. And I know y'all have probably seen this movie. It's called the Christmas movie, A Beautiful Life. Is that what it's called?
It's a Wonderful Life.
The Wonderful Life. There we go, that one. And so there's a scene in there when the main character has snow falling down and he's having an epiphany and having this cathartic thought and looking up into the stars and stuff like that. And what's being sprinkled on him is asbestos because it's translucent and it's shiny.
I don't think they found out that they could use potato flakes as an alternative until later on.
Yeah.
No, true fact, true fact.
Well, we learned about asbestos because that's part of like the fire training and your hazardous waste and blah blah blah. But like if you have popcorn ceilings in your house, you should get that checked out. So I don't know if any of you guys have popcorn ceilings.
No.
I do.
You should collect some of that and send it to your mom. Or send it to a lab.
What?
Send it to your mom.
Because you're at your mom's house, though, right? You're saying your mom's.
Yeah. It's at my mom's house. Am I just gonna get an envelope and throw it at her in the next room?
Hey Mom, check this out for me real quick, could you?
Got some asbestos over here.
Yeah, what you want to do is scrape some of that off and then put that on there.
Be a peach and run this to the lab.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of products with asbestos in it. They used to make cigarettes, and the filter had asbestos in it because asbestos doesn't heat up, and so that was one of the things that you could hold a cigarette for longer, and it wouldn't heat up on you. What other products had asbestos in it? I can't remember, but I was kind of tripped out by asbestos.
I remember in the movie Jury Duty, that's what took down Stanley Tucci at the very end.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about this whole time.
Yeah, the fucking Tia Kerr, asbestos, and then he's like, oh.
Yeah.
I do remember that one.
That knife was dope.
What are y'all referring to?
He's gonna stab Tia Kerr.
What are you referring
Pauly Shore was funny.
Was he ever really funny?
Son-in-Law? Are you
Biodome
kidding
for
me?
real. Biodome
Yes.
for real.
Son-in-Law was good.
I
With,
still watch Son-in-Law.
Charlize Theron.
No, Carla Gugino.
Is that who it was?
That's Carla Gugino.
Yeah.
The girl from Saved by the Bell. Stephanie Tiffin. I don't know. Oh.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Dang, who was that? Was that Lada?
Yeah, Laura in the back. She's like, okay, that's my crush. Relax.
Kelly Kapowski.
Yeah.
Kelly can still can get it.
The still can get it list.
Yeah, I think she's on the still can get it list. Like for life.
What else did I have lined up for this show, you guys? Oh, I had this thing about the Luthies, but I didn't bring my. I forgot a chord, so I can't play it for you guys. Well, next time. And then we
Are you
labeled.
talking about luthiers, like guitar makers?
No. My cousin has some neighbors, and they're called the Luthies, and just backheel.
Like Lucy's with a lisp.
Luthies. I guess Lucy with the lisp, yeah, but it's Lucy, that's their name, Lucy.
Hi, we're the Luthi.
What they call
We're a
the-
gang. We're a pretty well respected gang called the Luthi.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of stories. It's just like, the way he tells them, though, is a lot better. My cousin's probably better at that than I am. Whatever. I know we were calling this the Randall episode, though, because Randall was going to lead us into deep thought about something.
Yeah, I can ask him some stuff.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, Jeremy.
What's Randall?
Fire away.
What's
you know what?
Randall's deal?
We should address how Jeremy attacked Randall at last episode.
I do apologize about that. This will be another apology, if need be.
Hey, no, man. You know what? It's all good. You made that episode, and you know what? Given the shit that you had to go through, I don't blame you. So, really, don't worry about it. It's all good in the hood, especially considering your girlfriend had to then go and say "with a vagina" after her name when she introduced herself. So, really,
I thought she was gonna.
at least she wasn't like Chelsea with a penis. You know, at least she wasn't that.
Either one sounds like a really good Stern Show guest. Hi, I'm Chelsea with a vagina. Hi, I'm Chelsea with a penis.
That's,
With a penis. I got a secret.
Well, at least it wasn't like Chelsea with a penis and then she hung up. And then you're like, uh-oh.
What if she was like Chelsea with both?
Then congratulations.
Weird. Anywho, Randall.
No, where is
Yeah.
Chelsea? I thought she was here.
No, she's actually at home. She's
Does your mom
night,
shows
early
up?
night. I'm actually here at Matt's house.
Oh, nice. Oh, no wonder. Wait, so are y'all in two different microphones?
yeah.
Yeah, we're in two different mics. We're in two different rooms.
Could you
Just to
not?
kind of get that delay out of.
I know, but oh, okay. I guess that's funny. Because y'all both have those mics where two people could sit in, right?
No, he has a globe mic. He has like a Frost globe mic, and I actually have a condenser mic.
Cool.
I think you saw it in the episode last week. I was kind of waving it around, and I had it plugged into my phone, but didn't have the logistics
a lot
worked
of
out.
things around last episode, so
He was real quick to pull out that microphone and wave it around for everybody.
we had to turn off the episode. So so Matt, you decided to leave last week instead of hang around in Waco like Homeboy did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I was with Merle, and he likes to get home.
Oh, he just likes to get home. I was wondering, y'all have any follow up to that? Did y'all have y'all rescheduled for Waco, or is that?
Well, when we left, we picked up Arby's. That was an important
Go
part
on.
of the rescheduling. Yeah, we'll be there March 26th.
Is-
Same lineup, same crew.
I'm getting
Same bad
some
time. Same bad
are you-
channel.
headphones, Matt.
What's that?
Are you using headphones?
Yes, I am.
Wonder why. Y'all hear that echo or no?
Yeah, I hear it.
hey, wasn't that coming from Jeremy's mic or something like that?
Well, I've got my headphones on also.
Hang on.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, man, are y'all like staring at each other while you talk?
No, I'm in his living room, and he's in his room, and he just shut the door.
I slammed it in your face to be correct, Jeremy.
Yeah, that sounds better.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool. So y'all reschedule, and then you got another show coming up. What's it?
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Actually, I'm not on that lineup. It's going to be Jeremy is doing opening, Merle Emerson is hosting, and then we got, God, I forgot the other guy's name. So Wes Corin
Wes Corwin.
and Renee Sanchez. And the headliner is actually Nicholas Aludo.
Nice.
So he's actually been seen on AMC Showville, so should be a fun show, man. We're doing a whole Friday the 13th sort of theme.
Live casting that, so like we could just like sit in and listen on it.
That'd be cool, but then like people wouldn't pay to go see the show.
I don't know. I think people.
By the cow.
Yeah, especially you got those local people there, you know, and I mean, I don't think you're quite at that point where it's like, you think it would make a significant like difference like that. I feel like I'm in Corpus, so I'm not gonna pay either way, but I could still listen in. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe we could record it, and we could play some clips.
Do like a broadcast later or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Teacher's broadcast.
Yeah. Keep it broad.
Just play all the bad material and be like, it gets better if you show up, folks.
Downloadable content.
The DLC, baby.
So I was having this conversation with Laura. We've been going on these long walks and
On the
you know,
beach.
into deep conversations. No, not on the beach, just around the block. It's like,
Lovers walks.
On the urban beach.
because we live in Corpus, we're always going to the beach, but it's like I haven't been to the beach since whoever came out of town and wanted to visit the beach there. So
I thought you were going to say since Eisenhower was president.
Yes, it's Eisenhower was president. But no, we started talking about free will, and so, man, my
Free Willy?
Free Willy. No, hold on.
the Ringling brothers.
You got jokes.
They've eliminated elephants from their circus acts. So I thought that was interesting. But anyways, what we were talking about free will, like free will. So I don't know how many of y'all are actually still religious, but either way, whether you're religious or not, and how it pertains to whether you believe there is a God or there isn't. But the fact is, well, you know what? You should just answer this question. I'll ask you, Jeremy. Like, do you believe in free will?
I believe in choice, yeah.
The choice? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're pro-choice.
Wait, are you pro-choice or are you pro-life?
I put me on the spot. How about it?
No. So what I was talking, Laura believes in free will, and I feel like there is no. I mean, we like to think that we have free will. I mean, once you're born, you're kind of like automatically just brought into this world, not at your will, not at your choice. You're born of whatever hair color, whatever race, whatever location. None of that's up to you. It just happens. And no matter all the choices you make from point A to point B, everybody follows the same path. So everybody's born at some point, and everybody dies. So.
I actually have a really great quote I wanted to share with you guys about free will.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're actually going to live forever.
Maybe.
Right.
We don't know. We're not sure. You can choose a ready guide in some celestial voice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. You can choose from phantom fears and kindness that can kill. I will choose a path that's clear. I will choose free will. Geddy Lee Rush.
Nice.
Rush the band?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I have a quote from Ash Ketchum, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pikachu, I choose you.
Yeah.
From the Book of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And,
So saith Ash Ketchum.
and as Laura put, everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Drake, the world's greatest rap artist.
Nice. Coming through in the 6 with some hot lyrics.
Really.
He's pretty horrible.
Yeah.
We've had this talk before, Miguel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always on the G chat. Drake is the best rapper alive.
When I went back to it, I know we talked about it, I think at an earlier episode, like episode 4 or something like that, but I bring it back because it just made me think even more about it, that it's even more simplified if you really think about it. I mean, between A and B, there's a plethora of choices that can be made, and you can live these different lifestyles and everything, but at the end, everybody's just going to die, and it's like, your choices that you make from point A to point B, are they going to matter in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years? I mean, someone else that made whatever choices they made, someone else that was on this earth 50 years ago, does it really affect you? Makes you think of, like, I don't know, for me, what I'm doing right now, like even in this podcast right now, the time I started to the time I ended it, it's just less energy and less time I have left on my life. And
it's an hour of our time, but in the grand scale of things, it is like milliseconds.
Now I was thinking you're going to say it was an hour of our time, but if we're wasting it, whatever, right?
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's a milli of a second. Drop some Wayne shit on y'all.
There you go.
Bazing.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about this, Randall? This is the Randall episode. Give some deep thought here.
It's great.
Randall, you feel like
Spotlight episode.
I wanna be like Bruce Willis from The Fifth Element, answering all of Chris Tucker's questions, and just be like, yeah, or fantastic, or whatever.
I don't know about Jeremy or Matt. I don't know y'all's religious views too much. I haven't spent that much time with you. I know I might be more similar to Jesse. I don't know, Jesse. I know we've talked about this, Jesse, but like, do you think the choices you make between A and B matter? Is Jesse even there?
Yeah.
None of this matters to Jesse.
Yeah, Instagram. Jesse says whenever he's quiet like that, he's looking at Instagram and not even paying attention. What we're talking about right now is free will, and you gave us a quote, and then you probably veered off as you're looking at whatever.
Well, he was busy watching the rest of that Pokemon episode, man. Leave him alone.
I was on Twitter, but anyways. So free will. I don't.
Not free
guess-
will. Free will.
What?
Not free willy.
I know. I don't believe that free will and Christianity can coexist, and the reason is because, and I shared this with Miguel last time, that if you believe in God, you can't believe in free will because everything is predetermined. If you believe in a God, God knows past, present, and future, so He already knows the decisions you made before you've made them. So, in my opinion, there's no such thing as free will because the decision's already made and He already knows the decision you're going to make. So, and if He doesn't, then I don't want to worship a God that isn't all-knowing and all-powerful. So I don't believe in free will. I think everything is predetermined.
And I know you said that last time, and that's kind of what we agreed upon, but even taking a step back from that, whether you believe in God or not, I mean, still free, you have no choice.
Yeah.
You only have a choice whether you believe in God or not, you know? Even outside of that, if you're an atheist or agnostic, even in that setting, you still have no free will or free choice.
Yeah, I believe we're on a set path. I mean, just like, tons of different access roads and highways, there's different ways to get there, but we're on the same course. And, I mean, we can veer off, we can hit stop signs, etc., but we're going to end up in the same spot. So I really don't think there's any obstructions in life that can drastically that we can contribute to that'll drastically change that path.
All roads lead to death.
There you go. Nice. That should be a quote. Jeremy Montez.
It feels like a Randall quote. All roads lead to death. Who cares?
All roads do lead to death. And you know what? Having to convince somebody who is, to put it mildly, extremely depressed about their life and where it's going and all that, the only way I could tell them to actually change their shit around is to basically say, you know what? If you want to feel like things matter, you want to make a difference, blah, 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 then why don't you try to be a friggin' blip in geologic time? If you think you can do that, if you can make that achievement, like folks have done in the past, like you see in something like the Rosetta Stone, the pyramids, etc., as well as scientific discoveries, then do it. Then you'll be remembered. Then you'll have lived beyond your human life. And they got inspiration from it, so hey, there you go.
Nice. I was reading this book on Genghis Khan, and he's like wiped. At one point, it was said that he wiped out nearly 40% of the world's population. It's something crazy like. It was a great amount, and here we are reading about him in like management techniques and as one of the greatest conquerors. But in reality, if that happened today, he would be treated as a mass murderer. But this guy has books written after him. It's like the greatest empire ever lived or ever designed and stuff like that. And the book I was reading was actually about it was him, and then there was another one about Attila the Hun. Both these guys. Their leadership skills to gain so much of the empire that they did, and I don't know, like putting that in context of today, who's like a real big mass murderer. I mean, if you look at, even if for the good or for the bad, I mean, even look at Hitler. We remember Hitler because of
There we go. Hitler, you're making a baby cry.
A man notorious for his art.
I think if you really want to be remembered, just go on a mass murdering spree.
True. Speaking of
also, quick road to fame.
Not endorsed by Empty Rant, everybody. We're
no.
Loud.
What I'm thinking about, you were saying, well, if they were, if that would have been covered today, Genghis Khan, etc. It's all media spin. They found a narrative. And they were like, but look at what this guy did. Look what Rommel did. Look at, how he increased morale with his troops. This is how he did it. He was a fucking monster, but got things done through his management style. And people, kind of spin that in a certain way that is beneficial to them to sell books and, that sort of thing. So Machiavellian.
You also got to think too that they were able to exploit their circumstances. I mean, without conditions being the way they were,
Genghis Khan would still be Temujin, the horse tamer or horse farmer or whatever the hell. And if Attila the Hun hadn't suffered that terrible nosebleed while drinking that night in 454 A.D., thus drowning in his own blood, he would have gone to destroy the entire Western Roman Empire instead of just putting it on its death knell like he did, and then created his own little Hunnic empire. And the same thing for Hitler.
Universe.
I mean, if Hitler actually got praise for his art, he probably would just have been a shitty artist instead of.
Did anyone ever see that movie Max?
Mad Max?
No, it's just Max. It stars John Cusack and Noah Taylor, I believe, is Hitler. But basically, it follows Hitler before he got into the Socialist Party. The
NSDAP.
Yeah, it follows, and John Cusack plays an art dealer who takes an interest in his art, and it's almost a what if, and yeah, it's that sort of thing. So.
Bye.
Hey,
Jeff, where's Fuckboy at?
I don't know, but I just saw this dude pop in and then pop out. He's probably like, oh, they're talking about Hitler. Not my kind of thing.
Matt, you got any input on free will or being remembered through a mass murder?
No, I'm not going to touch either one of those.
If only you mean killing it nationwide with jokes.
Oh, there you go. Killing
There
it.
we go.
Okay, segue.
That's a term in the industry.
Segway. Segway.
I forget what else I was going to bring up. I was talking. Asbestos was the other thing. I mean, as opposed to that, I mean, the whole free will discussion has always been this topic with me. I've been reading a book about the millennial generation, but outside of that, how like this new generation of kids are gonna be overly narcissistic because you've got things like, well, I mean, they can start it now. I mean, look at people's Instagram profiles, Facebook profiles, and everything, and everyone carefully manages the life that they present to people. And it's always like a positive vibe. I mean, rarely do you see like a couple arguing and a picture being taken and posted on Instagram. Oh, this is the time we argued. It's always like happy times, you know. And so you got these carefully managed lives that are being presented to the world, and I guess it was just. I mean, do we kind of? I guess we're all leading towards that. I mean, I look at Jeremy's profile, and this guy's posting a pic almost every day. And then every Thursday he lets us in on his.
Did you see my throwback? Did you see my throwback for today? Randall did.
So, I mean, speaking of that, you know, just to go off on this and talk about it more, Jeremy, do you feel like you might be narcissistic?
I wouldn't say narcissistic. I'd say I'm kind of letting people into select sides of myself. As far as with the Throwback Thursdays, that sort of thing, Flashback Fridays, etc., that thing. It's just kind of, like I said, it's parts in my life. You know, I find funny pictures. I'm like, yeah, I look like an idiot. Let's go ahead and just post this.
Yeah.
It's growing the brand.
But could you
there you go, expanding the brand.
Exactly. It's the brand of me.
Neutral.
You branded yourself, and now the world sees you as, hey, thanks. Jake just went and got me another beer. The world sees you as this one person, you know. And besides us having like the discussions you've had with us and stuff like that, if I was just your friend on Instagram, I would think totally different than the person. I would think of you totally different.
Than what I presented.
Personality are different.
Than what he thinks of you now, which isn't much.
Yeah, not too much different.
Jesse does the same thing. He's always posting pictures of himself in the mirror. You always see those pictures.
Hey man, the Thai game is always strong.
I'm
Thai like Muay Thai?
Scale of 1 to 10, how narcissistic is Jesse?
I think he's just fashion forward, man. I think he's just kind of on fleek.
You know
Thai's on fleek. I love it.
On a scale of 1 to Jesse, how narcissistic is Jeremy?
Wait.
What's the scale again?
This is a strange
1
scale.
to Jesse. This is a horrible. Yeah, this is a horrible metric, sir.
So what's in the middle then? Are we like? Is it a Tony? I don't understand.
It's a Randall.
No, I think I'll be around 1.
Randall would probably be on the negative end of this scale.
Yeah.
As usual.
And then Maybe. I'd probably be sitting at like a 4. I feel like I take a lot more pictures of my wife than I do of myself.
My wife.
To Jeremy being at around an 8, and then we end up with Jesse at a 10. Oh wait, Matt.
Why am I the 10?
Probably Matt. I forgot about Matt.
That's fine.
Why am I 10?
I've never seen any of your. Wait, no, I think I've seen Jeremy's like once because I saw some funny shit on there. I haven't seen Jesse's though, so I can't judge.
Jeremy's profile on crack, and then you get Matt's.
Wait, so is he the 10? I don't. The metric just changed. I don't understand.
Jesse's at the 10.
Okay,
Matt,
so he's a 9.
I don't know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, he's a 9.
I'm on the 6. I'm on the 6 like motherfucking Drake.
He's a 9 in San Angelo.
Strolled to the 6.
So how did I end up 10?
I don't know. I'm confused.
No, Jesse can't be the 10 because he. I mean, there aren't a lot of pictures of him. It is more his family and a lot of your your collection of things.
Yeah, 90% of my Instagram is comic books. The only time I take a selfie is like if I get a new shirt or something.
See, Jesse, is how many pictures you took before you posted that one picture?
I'm pretty good at capturing what I want the first time.
No.
All right, I'm reviewing his Instagram now because you guys piqued my curiosity. It's not that bad.
Most recent selfies because I got a new shirt, and then the selfie before that was my Attack on Titan new shirt. And
Yeah, I got to give you props for that. So I'm going to put you lower than Jeremy.
Okay, well, let's recalibrate.
Congratulations, Jeremy. All right.
All right, let me pull up Jeremy's. Hold on.
So we've just agreed that Matt and Jeremy are at the top of the narcissistic scale. But think about it like this. Do you think that's because you guys are in showbiz that you're having to basically brand yourself this way? You know what I'm saying?
You are human capital after all.
Yeah.
You're putting in your sweat equity.
Yeah, I guess everybody's kind of got their brand that they put out there as themselves, and especially if you're getting up on stage every once in a while.
I mean, it makes sense, especially if you're in the business where you're in front of a lot of people, and you definitely want to present that different side. Now, I don't know, at what point does it become ingenuine, though? You know what I mean? At what point does it just become this like fake persona that you portrayed as opposed to it just being who you actually are, though?
When you take pictures of yourself sleeping and
I hadn't gotten there yet, so I hadn't gotten there yet, so I couldn't tell
Jeremy
you.
wins.
I'm just curious. Huh? We're just. I mean, whatever. Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
We can't mute Miguel, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Anyways, I'm not saying anybody's narcissistic. I'm just saying, like, oh, wow, here we go.
Maybe that child is narcissistic and is upset that you're trying to compare the child to Jeremy.
These are literal cries for help from that child.
Well, it's interesting.
Cries for attention, actually.
You got people that aren't necessarily in showbiz doing the same thing, and creating.
Oh, those people are monsters.
And you always find the people on Instagram with like thousands of likes, and they're just nobodies. The fact that they're just like showing pieces of their body off, and that's kind of what likes there and stuff like that. So I think to pull variation from that, there's different levels of narcissism, if you want to call it that. There's those people that maybe just start engineering their own brand for no good reason, and then you got people like you two that are actually trying to create this business, this comedian persona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I know you two, and you start like weighing, and maybe if that's happening with me, maybe that, I don't know if y'all have heard this from your own family. It's just like, are you that person or are you this person? I don't know if anybody like actually compares the scales, Or would you like to say that the person you present on Instagram is the person you actually are?
I mean, my Instagram is just stuff that I'm doing, so yeah, it's pretty much me. You know what I mean? It's like...
He's trying to be like what's her face? He just wants to be me. With that
Me?
Hannah Montana? I forget.
There you go.
Have you seen there's a YouTube video of the dad recording the daughter, and the daughter's in the back seat, and she has her camera up, and she's making all these faces to post.
Oh yeah.
He's just recording her the whole way, and so she's like making these different faces, and it really looks like there's something wrong with this girl, like mentally, because of the faces she's making, stuff like that. So if you were to take that phone away, people would just think, oh, she's mentally ill. And there's actually a lot of mental.
She has Bell's palsy.
Mental disability associated with the rise in the use of Instagram and Facebook and all kinds of social medias.
Oh, are you saying that Jeremy's a sociopath because he does all those selfies?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that about Matt either. I'm just saying, like, I think
because I would have agreed with you.
I just being narcissistic with social media. You gotta weigh the differences between the two. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it could be completely wrong. I mean, I don't know what classifies as true narcissism anymore, especially when we use social media as an advertising venue to address our audience members.
That's true. The line has kind of been blurred.
So
and, even vignetted or tilt shifted in Instagram terms.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Segue.
Oh, I missed that guy.
I like our segues now. Kind of makes us stop talking about something when everybody gets quiet. Did you have any last words on narcissism, Jesse?
No.
Are you sure? Do you think when think about when your kids grow up and they look you up on Instagram and they're going through all your photos, they're like, and Dad taking a lot of pictures of himself.
I don't think so. I don't know what Instagram you're looking at, but there's very few selfies of me.
It is a lot of comic books.
Yeah, I don't see that many photos. In fact, there's a photo of Jeremy in Jesse's Instagram.
We moved him down the scale. We moved him down the scale. It's all good.
All right.
But think about that too. I mean, Matt and Jeremy, when you two have kids and they grow up and they're allowed to have Instagram accounts, you think?
It'll be something different. It'll be something entirely different, I'm sure.
Yeah. You think you'll have deleted your Instagram and start over?
Well, no. I mean, I think the platform and whatever sort of app or social media thing, I'm sure by the time I have children, it will be something completely different. It'll be like
hologram.
You're gwingling yourself. You've got too many pictures on your gwingle or something.
Dad, I'm just trying to post another hologram on my holo.gram account. Jeez.
Nice. Chelsea talked about having kids?
No.
Into segue music. Cover up all those awkward silences with segue music.
Segue. Oh man.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? What is that?
We recorded that from whatever that first episode you were on, Matt. That's you.
Can you guys hear me? Cool.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Randall.
Jeremy.
Miguel.
You brought that up. That's a good. That's interesting because we've come from the earliest social media I can think of I used was AIM. Do any of y'all remember your AIM usernames?
AIM was social media?
I would say
it was chat.
Yeah, it's definitely a form of social media, though. I mean, you had a profile section on there where you put, I don't know, your stuff, and you even had a little section where you got to put what you liked and stuff like that.
I don't know, man. I thought MySpace was the beginning of all that crap.
Yeah, first one I joined on was MySpace.
Friendster.
There was even what's it called, High Five?
Ooh, that didn't last very long.
But still, think of it in terms of social media. I mean, if you want to even go before that, I mean, you got the social setting of just clicks at high school. I mean, there's your social media. Or even elementary school. That's when you feel like, this actually started. You know what I mean? Of social media. I mean, what do we consider social media?
Social club media?
Social Clamato?
That's a good screen name, man. Maybe I'll start a Twitter
Social
account.
Chlamydia?
Yeah, call it social chlamydia. I like that.
Just some shitty
Draw the line
headlines
at,
on social media.
regardless if you think it's not. Did you have an aim, Randall?
Yeah.
What was your screen name?
The one I used the most that wasn't a troll account was Gravy Slayer 06.
Nice.
It wasn't really Gravy Slayer, but everybody just called it that, and I was like, okay.
What was it supposed to, or what did you intend for it to be?
It was just Grav Slayer, like the first half of Gravity, which is also hilariously funny as a fat kid.
All right,
Everybody
man.
just like, oh, Gravy Slayer, and I'm like, yep.
We're naming this episode Gravity Slayer. That's a pretty epic name. What was yours, Jesse? Was it like IHateTheWorld.com?
Woodard all the way.
Yeah, it's pretty much always been Woodard Bird.
Oh, Jesse, you are so boring.
I didn't change it until MySpace, and then it was Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon.
Wasn't it X Razor, X Ramon, X?
He had all that business going on. X Razor, X the world.
Yeah, it was X Razor V Ramon X.
X, you guys hate the world. I remember on that's when I kind of start noticing maybe this like rebel personality of yours, because on that was on MySpace. That's when you kind of started protesting. I feel like you did.
Yeah, I did a lot of protesting. It started on MySpace.
I distinctly remember this girl being completely naked, and she had Sharpie indentations of different like pieces of meat marked on it.
Yeah, that's a protest I did in San Diego.
Because you were against people eating women as meat or something like that.
Were you against jacking it in San Diego?
What's up?
Were you against jacking it in San Diego?
Jacking it in San Diego?
Jacking it in San Diego.
Hey, Will, what's that mean? Jacking it?
That's a South Park reference about San Diego. Like they had this song, jacking it in San Diego. Never mind.
Huh.
Is there a segue?
Segue.
Play the music.
It's the music.
Oh, Jeremy, what was your screen name?
My AOL screen name was BSilent37.
BSilent37. What made you choose that? Where does that even generate from?
Huge Kevin Smith fan.
Huge what fan?
Huge Kevin Smith fan back in the day.
Oh, Kevin Smith. I'm sorry.
I was a big, Kevin Smith fan, Silent Bob fan, so it was BSilent37.
No, that makes sense. That's cool. I like it. What about Mr. Matt Lucetto?
I didn't have anything until MySpace.
What?
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Who
not?
invited him?
No, but why not? Hey.
Hey, fan, be quiet.
Why didn't you have anything till MySpace? What's the deal there?
I just wasn't interested in anything until MySpace, I guess. I don't know. It just didn't come under my radar. I had shit I was doing, man.
Anybody have LiveJournal or other like social media stuff after AIM?
See, okay, so LiveJournal, I take it a step back and say that that's kind of a form of social media. You
Yeah.
got,
That was a blog.
you know?
Hey.
Hey!
Wait. So, Jeremy, did you have like 10 live journals or something?
Just one. Actually, 2.
Actually, 5.
8. Sorry.
What was that, like a diary or something?
It was
Yeah,
a blog.
yeah.
It was like the first like online blog, sort of. Like there was LiveJournal, then there was like Zynga, there was WordPress. Like it was in that sort of like early 2000s era.
So they still got WordPress, dude.
Oh well, I mean, but I'm talking about LiveJournal as far as like the prominence of LiveJournal
Oh, okay, yeah.
and like Tumblr, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
it pretty much came hand in hand with the burgeoning emo movement of the early 2000s.
Meh. You know. One I
Now
know that Is Tumblr adamantly would be or diligent, whatever you want to put it, is Matt. I think you're the only one I know that actually has a Tumblr.
Yeah,
Do you,
yeah.
do you
I don't.
like it?
I just link it to like my Twitter and my Facebook and just post from there.
It's just cross-platform stuff for him. Just kind of like
Yeah.
he puts it out on Twitter or Facebook. It's all just at one fell swoop.
Now, what is it about Tumblr that you find easier to use?
Tumblr.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Tumblr actually kind of reminds me of MySpace because you could actually customize it a little bit more, and I don't know, you have more control over the stuff you're following. So
That's one thing I liked about MySpace is that you actually got. I think it was very resourceful and actually in a way educational in teaching people about JavaScript and stuff like that because you got to actually change the settings and stuff like that by inputting actual code.
yeah,
You could make it rain literally.
I mean, people learning JavaScript. People were learning programming skills by messing with their platforms, and then we even, and that's just a whole nother rant I can go on about how we conform people into forcing them to utilize different devices in their own way. But
Kids, code is fun.
Coding is pretty fun.
Yeah, that was like my favorite part about MySpace is learning to code.
because I mean, once everybody has access to coding, I mean, everybody's profile was different, so nobody's was the same. That's
Was
kind of
that like
open
the
source
first
type
time
of stuff going on.
Was that the first time you did coding though?
Huh?
Was that the first time you ever did any coding though? Was like on MySpace?
No, I had did some C++ on at this summer
Name
camp.
dropping.
You
But
certified? You certified, Doug?
C++ was the earliest coding I had ever done. Other than that, no, MySpace would have been the next platform, whatever you want to call it.
With
Forget
Java.
Obama's birth certificate. I want to see Miguel's C++ certification.
The
Why are you
extent,
hiding, Mr. Diaz?
the extent I got to coding on C++ was just making this elephant bounce around the screen and change colors every time it hit the edges of the screen. Like that was going from idea to executing, and then
And now that's called Flappy Bird.
and now you Flappy Bird. Yeah, exactly. But that was the extent of the coding. Well, that type of coding. Now, I mean, everything's changed. You got HTML5 and what do you call it? CSS. And those are a lot what I use when I did my websites. But no one really. I guess C++ does play into that. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing.
It's a good foundational code to learn because it's so easy to learn. That's one of the nice things about it.
Yeah. So Matt, what was your MySpace screen name then?
my MySpace what?
Screen
MySpace.
name.
I think it's always been Maddie's Comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Comedy that early? That's interesting. You know, when I first heard that you were getting into the comedy scene, because it wasn't really something I linked you to initially, but I can't say. I mean, I only saw you, maybe weekly, every month kind of thing.
Yeah.
I knew you were a funny guy, but to take comedy as a profession, I was like, oh, that's cool. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, just, I don't know, just was easy for me to kind of transition into. So.
Did you pick that name or did somebody give it to you?
The Maddie's Comedy?
Uh-huh.
I kind of picked it. I always kind of had the nickname Maddie.
Okay.
So it came together.
And what about you, Miguel? What was yours?
It was like, get off my porch, 33. Something.
What, were you portrayed an old white woman from the South?
Probably, I don't know. That's just what it had. It was just like, I think I randomly selected it, but I went through screen names. I don't know. There's a one time I went on this trolling spree, and I actually took the name of one of the girls, one of the more popular girls out there in Great Creek, and made that my name. And it was her first name, last name, GCHS. And while on it, I was just like talking mad shit to everybody, and everybody at school actually started like acting out against her, and so I had to like calm it down. Nobody ever found out who it was, but I thought that was funny just to have like this almost control of people through this random screen name on AIM. And I think that's like when you first get into that of like the impacts that social media could have, and that's where, like the first form of cyberbullying that I had ever experienced, even though in that case I guess I was the bully.
Yeah, bully. Hey,
So
is
you're-
your 10-year reunion coming up?
What?
Is your 10-year reunion coming up? High school?
Well, that already came up.
Oh, okay. You should have announced it at the 10-year reunion.
Right.
I'll do it at the
I was.
I am blah 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 GCHS.
No, I was beep beep GCA plus. You're welcome. Fuck her out.
What if they would have like Spartacus it?
I am like, oh, that's funny. And like everybody, you know what would happen when I did that announcement? Everybody would be like, "What do you mean?"
What's the
Be
aim?
like, who? It'd be like Jaimin Hansu and Guardians. Who?
Nobody. Yeah. Just like, oh. Yeah, I guess that happened. I don't know. Who was it? Well, Gravy Slayer. Okay, well that's everybody's. I'm veering off into my own little world right now.
Hey, what did yeah, I'll take the reins. What did you want to ask me about, Jeremy?
I noticed you've been commenting on my photos and everything and my stat eye. Just wondering how you're doing, man. You did mention something about go. You did mention something about go with God, and I was like, wait a minute.
I'm very worried about you, Jeremy. Every time I see a photo like this last one where you're there hitting yourself, I think to myself, is he all right? Is he okay? And I feel the need to contact you to find out how you're doing. And we haven't heard from you in the chats, in the group chats in a while. We haven't seen you in therapy, Jeremy. And we're very worried about you.
I just thought you yourself like found your own god and then killed it or ate it and became the godhead himself.
Well, yeah, look at my photo.
He did say that hey.
That's what I said.
He said he was.
Hey, yeah, that's all I heard. Was, a lot of whining from Randall.
Yep.
No, but you mentioned that you were the beast you believe in, or something like that.
No, that's a lyric from Death Grips.
Death Scrubs?
Death Grips.
Jeremy's heard of him, right?
Yep.
I've heard of Death Grips. That was Jesse. I think Jesse mentioned Death Grips one time.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, it's Tony. It's one of those two. They like that kind of music. Freaking Tony, man.
Yeah,
So-
no, don't worry, man. I've just been trolling you.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have some serious demons you need to talk about?
Who?
Both of y'all.
No, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you tell us about the real Randall?
Tony?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. But which one am I?
Uh-oh.
Like multiple man?
I mean, Jesse, what do you got for me? You put
What
something.
do I got?
I forgot what you got.
Oh, I enjoyed the last page.
Yeah, it's getting better.
And what do you think about so
That's kind of funny.
Jeremy's considering doing a podcast.
That's
The
cool.
last laugh?
The last laugh.
Well, it was basically something Matt and I had kind of come up with, just an interview series about people that we're either friends with or like people that inspire us, and just kind of sit down and have kind of a discussion with them. It was to be called In the Pocket, and just maybe a bi-weekly, maybe a monthly, something like that, just depending on what sort of guest we have.
It'll be bi-monthly or monthly?
No, like a monthly. I meant to say bi-weekly, Randall.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm bi-curious about your podcast, so yeah. When it gets started, let me know.
Please isolate that vocal. I'm bi-curious from Randall.
I figure you two
Sure.
have a podcast going, you and Matt. I'm a little disappointed I don't have one going right now.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys.
We are getting the equipment together, and I mean it's a process.
Yeah, y'all seem like you'd have a good show.
Good rapport with each other. I
Yeah,
suppose.
it's not a shit show like this.
Whatever, man.
Oh, I'm just messing with you, Miguel.
Hey, man. I just
Kissy
use
face.
I'm just using you for practice, buddy.
Oh yeah, here we go.
You're not the devil. Practice.
I was trying to think of.
That was for you, Jesse.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, what I was gonna add.
No problem.
Jesse would be the only one, but I guess a few others had experienced similar individuals with this condition, but driving
Tramp
up.
stamps?
I don't know if it's based on gender or based on the condition itself, but my wife has trouble getting from point A to point B all the time, even with the use of GPS. Jesse, when your wife was pregnant, did you ever experience did she ever experience like brain farts?
Yeah. Well, yeah. She's
Like a lot?
Dude,
I don't recall.
Don't get involved.
Right. She's not good with directions or like driving in general, so.
We were headed to Houston, and this is the third time this happens, and I always, what it is, we drive for 2 hours, and then she's like, hey, do you want me to drive? I'm like, yeah, go ahead and drive if you want, I'll read something. And what happens is that, because we're driving and I'm reading, I always fall asleep for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that 10 minutes, we managed to get so off course that we're going in a completely different direction in Texas. And when I wake up, I'm just like, oh, where are we at? And she's like, oh, we're almost there, blah, blah, blah. It's just like,
We're almost there.
like an hour and a half away from Austin. I was like, oh, man, we're on Buc-ee's, I'll tell you that.
Just hold on, we're going home.
Just hold on. We get that. But you know what's funny is that, I don't know if it's funny or what, but she gets so mad at me for falling asleep and not giving her directions.
Yeah.
So mad. And I need to record these conversations.
Hey, I like
DLC.
Yeah, could you send me more of your recorded conversations? I like to listen to them when I'm walking to the gym.
What? Oh, what was that last conversation you had?
The one with the kid that you were trying to convert to atheism or whatever?
I wasn't trying to convert him. He just came out
trying
of
to convert you.
Yeah, actually, anything else?
Whatever. You trolling a friggin' Walmart at midnight, whatever it is.
I was looking for a recorder and I found you, buddy.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I was on my way because I wanted a tape recorder because the protests were going to be happening the next day, and I wanted a way to go over there and just do some random interviews with people, and that's what I was trying to do. And so I go into Walmart, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta pee. So I go and I pee, come out, and then I do a little bit of people watching. I tend to do that everywhere I go. I make observations.
Walmart's the best for that.
And the San Antonio Walmart that I ended up at just had so many awesome candidates for people watching. So I did that for a good 5 to 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm here for a tape recorder. So I head towards the tape recording place, and I head to electronics, and I see that it's locked.
The tape recording place.
And so I try to find somebody there that can help unlock it. And while I'm doing that, there's this short, stubby, chubby kid, and he's like walking towards me. And he's got tie on and nice slacks, nice shoes, some Stacey Adams, and he's walking towards me. And he's just like,
pimping.
Excuse me, sir, my friend here would like to talk to you. And then I look at his friend, and it's probably like Jesse, maybe 15 years ago. And it's crying. Wait, Jesse, how old are you? This kid was 14, so how old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, it's perfect. So, yeah, Jesse, 15 years ago. And he's just like, hello, sir, I would like to invite you to my church. And I was like, oh, Jesus, is this happening right now? And I think I could play a little bit of this if it plays right. But this was like in the middle of the conversation already. He had already started talking.
Hey.
What you want? What you want? Everybody can hear you.
Boy, what the fuck you want? Can I have my chili Fritos?
I'm gonna have to.
I should yell that at work.
Can't have shit on clothes, fat boy.
Hey.
Not your Fritos or what? Oh yeah, this is gonna let me play. It's just downloading. But so yeah, this is in the middle of the conversation. I decided just to take my phone out and I'm like, I gotta record some of this because this is something Randall would most likely enjoy to hear. Let's see.
Pump it up. Pump it up.
Pump, pump, Pump it up.
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, it's still downloading because I got this awesome computer, and so it's still running Windows 95, which I think that might be more of the problem than anything else. But
You really have a computer running Windows 95?
yeah, why?
Dude, keep doing it, man.
Just keep doing you. Keep not
Hey, you know
staying
what?
tired.
I'm gonna send you some links later. You've got to click on them immediately. Don't worry about anything that pops up, or if you can't control the mouse anymore or whatever. Just just trust in the process.
Randall.
All right, bro.
Good. Randall, this episode was supposed to be about you, and you have yet to share anything more about your life. And I know.
Yeah, I gave you my AIM screen name, dude. Jeez, what do you want from me? God,
I mean, he defeated the Godhead. He swallowed it whole, and he has now become his own deity.
And now I'm.
What more do you want from him?
I am the Gravy Slayer. All right.
He
You
is.
know, what do you want? Do you want me to eat some gravy on air?
No. Did you have a MySpace?
Yeah, but I don't remember the screen name for it.
No.
It might have been Gravy Slayer 2 for all I know.
Gravy Slayer Part 2.
Gravy Slayer Mark 2.
The ladling.
Or I'll take a cue from Iron Man and call it the Gravy Buster.
Gravy Buster. What is the Gravy Buster?
Isn't that a DQ menu item, like a secret menu item, the Gravy Buster?
The Hunger Buster.
It's a Hunger Buster in a tub. It's a Hunger Buster in a tub of gravy.
You just gotta fish it out.
With your hands.
Christianity or God itself that caused you to do these things?
No, God didn't make me do these things. That was my fault that I didn't make. Like,
So a little bit of background
I
on what this guy's saying right here is that he was first of all, he testified to me or witnessed to me. I think that's what they call it. And he's like, I just want you. And his first question right off the back is just like, "Are you good with God?" I was like, "Oh wow, here we go." And
that sounds like something someone would say to you just before they're about to fucking kill you. You good with God, bro?
I'm in a sketchy Walmart, so yeah, I mean, he's just like, "So are you good with God?" I was like, for the most part, yeah.
Did you give him a funny reply?
No, it's just like, yeah. I guess
we
so.
cool.
You'd be like, I keep trying to call him, but he doesn't answer my calls. What do you want me to do, man? Jeez.
Yeah, so he proceeded to, what is Matt doing right now? He's pulling up this drawer right now? Anyways, he witnessed to me. He said that God had turned him away from he was popping pills, and now when he raises his hand, instead of lighting a joint, he gets to praise God. And so it led into this whole other conversation.
I was supposed to start and it happened, you know? Like I wanted it to happen. I was
You know what I'm saying?
I
You know what I'm saying?
I know the word because I listen to it like a lot when I'm there because I have nothing else to do when I'm in the church when I wasn't unsaved. So I just I know the word a little bit, but I can't just tell you like scripture like off the back.
I can't go off the top of the dome, fool.
Off the back like soon, hopefully. But are you right with God or?
I honestly, I don't believe in God. I went through a whole phase
Pulled
of
that a semi-automatic.
and like I said, I was Catholic for.
It's funny,
majority of
like
my
this
life.
kid picked me up, everybody at that Walmart.
Part of it comes into a question like, if you feel like Christianity is the right path for you right now, right? But I mean, there's so many other faiths in the world that you probably haven't looked into, as being Jewish or being a Buddhist or any of these other faiths that might still apply to you the same way. And the only reason you feel that Christianity at this time is because your surroundings and your environment. And don't get me wrong, if this is your way of relating to the world and they make you a better person, you should do that, and you should just prepare yourself to become a strong individual. You said you got away from doing pills, you feel like you're living a more positive lifestyle by turning towards faith, by turning towards God, But when you look upon it itself, I mean, and you're young, right? How old are you?
I'm turning 14 this year.
So you're 14, right? I'm 28, right? So there's been a 14-year difference.
Yeah, I hope I didn't mess up this kid. I feel like I discouraged him if anything. The look on his face though was just like, oh shit.
Damn it, you got me.
He wants to talk to me. Shit.
Probably goes back to his friend. He's like, Julio, why'd you pick that guy?
Because his head looked like a coffee pot, man. Thought it was good.
You know what it is? That guy's probably like, man, he looked lost. He looked like he needed Jesus. I'm like, man, I was just looking for someone to give me a tape recorder.
And that someone is Jesus. Jesus. Sorry.
Hey, Jesus. Let me go.
Okay. And in the next 14 years of your life, there's a lot that's going to go by. But, in the end,
This kid's taking pills and, like, he was already ready to end his life at the age of 14. I thought that was kind of crazy.
it's,
I mean,
and whatever advice I could provide for anyone, like, especially where you're at, is, when you go into pray, it's a form of meditation.
Yeah, it's just more of that and me reasoning with him, blah, blah, blah. But I wonder how that kid went home and talked to his friends about all that experience and if he's going to continue witnessing to people like that.
So you think you put the gravy buster on him?
Eagle. I don't know. Have you ever had someone
Photoshop the Hulkbuster? I want to Photoshop Iron Man's Hulkbuster armor covered in gravy and just give it to Randall.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever had someone come up to you and witness you or try to or ask you, are you good with God?
No. They know better.
No,
but they always try to sell me tamales.
Oh, yeah.
You buy 'em?
The outcry.
Was that Outcry Vadio?
Outcry in the barrio, man.
Simon.
I always say, Simon Way.
He's like, look, boss, I mean, I'm just trying to better my life. Buy my tamales. Man, I will buy them because they're delicious.
Nothing tastes better than a second chance.
You didn't even need to go into the
tamales.
Where do you?
I drapered it again, Matt.
Huh?
I drapered it again. I gave a tagline for the Outcry in the Barrio tamales. Nothing tastes better than a second chance.
Oh, Jesus.
Go slap him.
I'm wearing gravy. I've got Gravy Buster armor on, so he can't do shit to me.
We need to close this up, I suppose. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds like somebody's getting restless.
Yeah, the child agrees.
Any final comments, Mr. Lucero?
No, I'm good.
Share something with us, man. Give us something to linger on, to think about. I need something.
I've got nothing on the spot, man.
You got a joke?
No, I'm not a comedian, bro.
Not tonight.
Not right now, man.
Not tonight, Satan. Not tonight.
Let's close up this box and put some nails on it.
Stuff your box full of stuff.
There you go.
Whoa.
I tried with this guy.
Yep.
I really did. I tried with him. Tried with him.
He's gonna get Miguel tried instead of Mama tried tattooed on his chest.
Miguel tried.
Maybe I will. I feel like Matt and I have always like gone back and forth in the best relations with each other. I really don't know why though. Just kind of there. At one point, because Matt and I got into this like quasi argument on Facebook, and then yeah, I don't know. He called my wife fat.
You really call his wife fat?
These are facts.
Well, he stopped answering, so I guess he must be correct.
I don't know what happened to him. Where'd he go? Matt? He signed off. He does not want to talk to us about this.
No, I'm here, man. I'm just.
I wish I could see your face right now and what
he's getting tired.
What you're signaling to Jeremy.
How can he get tired? He don't get tired.
He don't get tired. Gravy Buster don't get tired.
That's right.
That has to be the name of the episode, Gravy Buster.
I even forgot what the picture was that I made a comment on. What was it? What was it, Matt?
And we're not gonna talk about this right here, dude.
It's just an open conversation.
Nah, that's alright, man.
Nah, you're leading. You're kind of leading, man.
I'm just looking for something to share.
You're leading the witness.
Objection leading to witness.
It's a very simple situation. I don't understand like why it's hard to break down. It's like, I can't even remember the picture right now. Whatever the picture was of, the comment I made on there, Matt found offensive, and then we got into this. And I want to say that Matt was out drinking, because it sounded like you were drinking. It didn't sound like regular you. Just putting that up.
Yeah, I was. You had done a couple of things already, man. It wasn't just that one picture.
Right, but I mean, you knew like personality-wise. Like, I guess for me, in the end, what I thought was like you were just gonna come back with this like epic cut down, and it didn't really come off like that. It actually just took it more comfortably, and I was just like, okay, never mind.
So he pulled a Jeremy and just said, "Fuck you, Miguel."
Fuck all y'all, real bad.
No.
Well, it's been fun doing the podcast, fellas.
Apologize for. No, I'm serious.
And then Miguel's girlfriend, and then Matt's girlfriend gets on the phone and says, "He's really mad, you guys."
And I'm so and so with a vagina, and we're all like, okay.
I was actually just like having a genuine conversation. I'm not trying to make him feel bad.
Just shut the fuck up.
Music.
Do you not pick up on? Oh.
You see what I got to deal with?
Yep.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to. Okay.
Yeah, see, that's my brain right now.
I guess part of me is just like, leave it at whatever it is what it is.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If you wanted to talk about this somewhere else, that would have been a lot better, but.
I definitely have, and in the,
Alright.
just ultimately felt like, yeah, maybe I did go too far, and so like it was just.
Yeah, it was just know it wasn't just one thing. It was a couple things, man. Jeremy can tell you that I'm pretty passive with things, and I try to be positive and best foot forward. But once you kind of cross the line, it's crossed.
Okay.
So
it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And I had made some attempts to like talk to you in person about it, but I don't think they were ever acknowledged for whatever reason.
No. I'll tell you, once the line is crossed, that's about it with me.
Okay. And so I thought that line was surpassed or whatever media because you came on here, and so I'm just like, okay, maybe this guy doesn't have anything, and it's whatever. I'm just like wondering why though. And I think I'm going to be left with that because this is going to be inconclusive in the end.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Especially with a screaming baby in the background.
Just leave it at that. Yeah, it sounds like an apartment fight in a really horrible two-story apartment in a.
Yeah, I'm number one away from calling the police on you. So just FYI.
Okay. I mean, whatever it may be. All I'm saying is like,
That's it. I'm calling CPS.
Yeah, we're done.
He'd be arrested. Hasn't been good either way. Hey, Randall, you got any last thoughts for us?
Nice job, jackass.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can definitely take a hit and just bounce back from it. I don't know. Just like in the end, whatever. Hey, Jesse, what do you got for us? Jesse is not there.
I think Jesse left. You should control a lull.
I'll send you some pacifiers.
Fast fires? What is fast fires? Oh. That's fine, right? How do you know? Anyways, that's episode 26. Thanks for listening. Tweet us, email us.
And Empty Rant on Twitter, and at Jeremy_Montez on Twitter as well.
What the hell? Did you just piggyback?
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Free advertising.
Got to get that brand.
Brand management, sir.
All right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.